Chef, guess what? It's Friday. It's the end of the week and the beginning of another weekend. Listen, I hope you're having a great Friday. I know some of y'all probably finna clock out. Some may be clocking in. Well, look, come spend just a few minutes with your boy, Russell Mack, Solomon's Vineyard. And today we're going to get into one of my favorite scent profiles, barbershop fragrances. Okay, and this is a part of the 6 sample pack series. We now on number 2. Okay, so I can set this down. This comes from Chef Mo over at Chef Kent's. And the fragrance that we'll be talking about is coming from the house of Tom Ford. Many of you may own some Tom Fords. I own a couple of Tom Fords. And this is one that I know I'm going to get a full bottle of. So before we get into the review, all I need you to do for me, your brother, is subscribe to the channel. Okay, hit the bell icon. You'll hear a bell just like that. When I upload a video, it'll go to your feed, letting you know I'm on the air. All right, you can share the video. Feel free to do that. Okay, thumb up the video and like it, because we are really doing great in our analytics. Plus, comment your scent of the day in the thread below. All right, so I really appreciate you guys stopping by, spending just a little time with me. Let's go on and get into this review. This is Beau jour by Tom Ford. It's not really a fragrance that you guys have not heard of, but for those of you who have not heard of the fragrance, this is an awesome aromatic fougere, a barbershop fragrance, which the first scent profile that I was introduced to in the beginning of my frag journey as a young buck was barbershop fragrances. I spent a lot of time in barbershop, and this is the smell I got, what I'm smelling right now. Wow. Now, the notes are up. We'll try to find the nose, but they didn't give us a nose. We'll put the year up for you, the scent profile for you, and anything else we find that may be helpful. Okay, so welcome to another comprehensive, simple review. That's my job, is to take some complex fragrances and notes and make them comprehensive and easy to understand, and that's exactly what I'm gonna do. The notes are, you got lavender, they say lavender extract, so that means, you got this beautiful lavender, and then they say regular lavender, and that's the top notes of the fragrance, okay? So you do get that, but along with all of that gorgeous lavender, guys, you get that heart. You get some Oakmoss, some mint, some geranium, you get basil, wow. And listen, one of my favorite notes of all time, rosemary. Wow. Woo! So you get this beautiful lavender opening. You get some herbaceousness, some mint, which is not very prominent, but the mint is just dancing around the fragrance. So you do pick it up every so often. But then you get this beautiful herbal from this rosemary and basil, man. And then after that, the remaining portion of the fragrance is Oakmoss, geranium, which is a lemony rose smell, and then you get lavender and patchouli in the base. That's basically what you get from this beautiful barbershop fougere. And I could take a lot more time and explain to you what you smell for this hour or that hour, but I won't do that this time. What I will tell you though is you get a lot of lavender, you get some earthiness from the patchouli and the Oakmoss. You get a lot of green nuances and herbaceous nuances from the rosemary and basil, and you get this gorgeous mint that's in the fragrance with geranium, and then you ultimately get this beautiful herbaceous and ambery dry down, kind of like what you get from all barbershop fragrances, okay? What I love about this one, this is not a citrus dominant or not a grapefruit dominant barbershop fragrance, but you get what I feel it makes it masculine, and that's the lavender. This is a very masculine scent, man, very earthy and outdoorsy scent, and may I say this fragrance smells like a man. you do get this old school vibe about it that, you know, it's, put it like this, you know it's a barbershop fragrance. You get that kind of nostalgia, but then it has the modernized touch, this 2020, 2021 touch that I feel that only Tom Ford can give. It's something about his fragrances. It's something about the way Tom Ford puts his fragrances together. And you know, he could easily say niche fragrance. What I love about Tom Ford is he stays in his place. He keeps the designer name, but he gives you such a niche quality fragrance. That's what I love about it. So I definitely am going to get me a full bottle of this. I love it. I love it when I first smelled it. It's pretty much masculine. It does have a mass appealing vibe about it, which you get from that lavender note and along with rosemary and some mint. But the rest, man, the rest is all barbershop notes. It's the kind of notes you see in a barbershop fragrance. You got a beautiful Oakmoss. Let me just highlight that Oakmoss because it's there. You don't see it much in fragrances today, but this fragrance wouldn't be what it is without the Oakmoss. And I love it. You do get the moss. It's very strong. So I'm going to tell you, you can get anywhere from 6 to 9 hours from this fragrance, depending on your skin chemistry. I got 4 to 5 hours of strong performance, strong projection. This is a room filler, man. And after that, man, 10 hours for sure. It took about 10, 11 hours before the end of the fragrance, before it got really faint. And I really couldn't make out any of the notes. I could still smell the oak moss, of course, the amber, of course, when truly the earthiness and the herbaceous quality of the fragrance. But then it became a skin scent and it faded on out. But you know what? I love it. And if you get it on your shirt, we talking 2 days. I'm telling you. So if you haven't tried this beautiful fragrance, give it a sample. I advise you holler at my boy Mo over at Chef Kant's. And he didn't tell me to say this at all. This is me. And cause that's how I got it, okay? Great prices on all of his fragrances. And then if he doesn't have it, go check my boy Fat Boy out. There's enough room for everybody. Listen, Fat Boy, I believe, does have this one. If you can't find it at Chef Kent, check out Fat Boy the frag store, and get it. By all means, get it. You can get a boat, plane, train. Just get this sample of this fragrance. Beau de jour by Tom Ford. Okay, so guys, that's my take. I love you all so much. Thank you for being a part of the family. Listen, I'll see you guys soon for another review. It's Friday. Y'all know I'm about to hit the stores. Me and my daughters. If I find something good, I'll let y'all know, all right? So, I'll see y'all later. I love your family. God bless y'all. Peace.
All right.